flood the internet with things. Now you're a real record label. Now new bands, up and coming bands want to work with you. Just because the amount of promo you got, you put them everywhere. One of these up-and-coming bands might be the next big thing, who knows? All I've done in this business model, I don't know anything about record labels, all I've done is stick to my tenets of business. One, this is free. This is free. This is running a record label from your bedroom. Doing all this is some work on your computer, putting them on iTunes and making a website, whatever. That's all fucking free. Negotiate with the broke boys you can do in a Costa Coffee or a Starbucks. So this is a free business I've just given you. One, it's free. Two, we've prioritized money in. The first thing I wrote is how do we make the money? How do we make the money? We sell records. Okay, so we need this, we need this, we need this. Prioritize making the money. And the third thing I did was speed, quickly. Get out, get out, get out. Tell the broke boys to make more. Tell the broke boys to start a daily vlog of them recording. A daily vlog of what it's like in the band. Start putting out on a YouTube channel. Speed, 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 more, more, more. Give me, content, non-stop. Speed. All I did was stick to my 3 basic business principles. Now, imagine you try this for 6 months and it doesn't work. Have you lost money? No. What did you lose? You didn't have a big fancy office. You didn't lose nothing. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Nothing. And that is the exact point I'm trying to teach here. If you stick to these 3 tenets in nearly any business, you'll launch it for basically nothing, and nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong. Point 4. Let me clear my board. Get some hot chicks. Sorry, bear with me. Let me get a member of staff. Right, point 4, staff. Now, this is gonna be a controversial one, but bear with me. If you're watching so far, you should have learned a lot, because we're just getting fucking started. We have 100 business points to go through. We're on number fucking 3. Number 4, family and friends are actually the best staff you can possibly get. Now, people say don't mix friends with business, don't mix family with business. Can you clean my board? Sit here and wipe it, please. Don't mix friends with business. Get that shit off. Don't mix friends with business, don't mix family with business. That's a lie. So the reason people say this is because people are dickheads and they can't get along with anyone. They can't get along with anybody long enough to make you money. But I guarantee you have family members right this second who can make you money. I guarantee you have a 15-year-old niece, nephew, cousin, brother, whoever, who knows more about computers than you do. I guarantee there's a 15-year-old out there with nothing better to do who knows more about Photoshop than you do right now. His stupid ass needs a job. So you can start a company right now. You can call up all your cousins. One of my cousins works for me. My brother works for me. One of your cousins, nieces, nephews, whatever, some 15, 16-year-old who's in school and bored, and say, we're starting a company, I'm gonna make you a director, you're gonna have 10% of the business, you're gonna do everything I say, and by the time you're 20, you're gonna be rich. Not bad. 7 out of 10. You're gonna be rich. And he'll come start doing work for you. Now, if he won't listen to you, well then I don't know. If you can't tell a 15-year-old what to do, then you're a dickhead. But me, I always have people I can call on. There must be younger people. You don't need some old person. You need young people. And the reason for this is because young people have nothing to lose. If you hire a 30-year-old man, he has to pay his rent. He hasn't got time to waste. He has rent to pay. He has a car payment to pay, whatever. A 15-year-old, he has nothing. All he does is play video games. So if the business fails, who cares? He has nothing to lose. So why don't you utilize him? You must have friends or family members who are young enough in a position that they have time to waste. Don't hire people who can't afford to not pay their rent. Hire people who live for free. If you have friends and they have a kid, go to your friends and say, your kid's 15, he's good with computers. Yeah, I'm thinking of starting a company. I'm thinking of letting him work with me for free at the beginning, see if he's good, and if he's good, I'll start paying him. They'll love that. They'll love the idea of their son or daughter getting some enterprising work. Yeah, good idea. What's the business name? Bang! There are free, effectively free workers everywhere. And if they're not free, they're extremely cheap. And they're everywhere. You just don't utilize them. So now, let's think of fucking You own a website business. I don't fucking know website business. Let's say you don't know, like you're me. I don't know anything about building websites. You want to start a website company. It's oversaturated. I wouldn't recommend it, but let's say you start one. You go and you find a 15-year-old, you tell his ass to learn how to make websites, you convince him it's a good idea, and then you start taking money and you give it to the 15-year-old. You're a middleman now. The 15-year-old works for free. You can do websites cheap now. You can do websites for $300. I'll do an entire website for $300. Half now, half when it's done. People are like, $300 for a website? Yeah. $150 now, $150 when it's done.